Hey, what's going on, guys? It's RC. And so I want to say first, it was a preseason game tonight. Let's make sure we add emphasis on that preseason game for the Indiana Fever, Dallas Wings. Dallas Wings win 79-76. Arike Ogumawale makes a huge three-point shot to put them up with about 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. She's a baller. What did she shoot? 9 for 25. But she made the biggest shot. And, it left room for Caitlin Clark to work her heroics. But unfortunately, Erica Wheeler, they took too long to kind of get that play going into motion. Erica Wheeler's pass to Caitlin in the far right corner came a little bit too late in my opinion, so Caitlin had to rush it. She was off balance, and it missed pretty badly. But putting the shot aside, Caitlin Clark had a great game. Now, I'll say this: 5 for 13 3-pointers. It's kind of what you got to live with, right? But do you have to? Because I thought Caitlin, again, she played very well. And shot selection isn't really the problem here, because she's gonna take and she's gonna make and she's gonna miss. But when Caitlin's not on the floor, I really don't like what I'm seeing. Stats wise, Caitlin finishes with 21, 2 assists, 3 boards. Aaliyah Boston, about 30 minutes, 8 points, 8 rebounds, 4 for 11 shooting. This team leaves a lot to be desired. Caitlin Clark should have had more than 2 assists, but a lot of bunnies was missed tonight. But we also want to kind of contributed to nerves, as well as just players trying to get accustomed to, playing. So, I don't know what exactly I want to say about the Fever, but I want to make sure I just let it be known. It's a preseason game. On the Dallas side of things, big shout out to Jalen. What's her name? Jalen. I'm gonna put it on the screen because was it Brown? I don't know, but in any case, Jalen. I know her first name. She had herself a game for Dallas. And also, I thought JC Sheldon looked good in limited moments. Definitely, she can add a lot to this Dallas team. And then Maddie Segrist. I'm very high on Maddie Segrist, as I said earlier in my YouTube short. She's kind of feeling her way. Obviously, we're not seeing the player that we saw at Villanova, but I think she's going to continue to get better as we go. This is her time now while Satu Sabali is out to just kind of, make her path, her lane. So I hope Maddie steps it up. But going back to the Fever, it's something I really want to highlight here. It's going to be absolutely imperative, truly instrumental for this Fever team to not watch Caitlin. The last couple of plays of the game feel kind of Iowa-esque, like, hey, let's try to find Caitlin. And I get it. She's a great player. You want to put the ball in her hands, but there's no activity. There's no cutting. There's no screening. On the last play, there was no second option. After Caitlin Clark, there was no second option. And so these are the things you hope you don't see, because while I don't have a problem per se with Caitlin Clark scoring like she is, her teammates need to get their rhythm and their touches. Again, only 10 shot attempts tonight, I think it was, or was it 11? It was either or. I think it was 4 for 10 from Aaliyah Boston, 10 shots. Nalissa Smith had a fairly decent game. I need to see more from Grace Berger. And I don't mean that in the usual sense of saying I need to see more. What I'm saying is I like to see her on the court more and getting more shots. I think she was 1 for 2. She's got a great looking shot. She needs to get more touches on the basketball. Again, even though we know for the third time it's just a preseason game, and Caitlin was really feeling it early. One thing about Caitlin is similar to Arike on the other side. She never quite saw a shot she didn't particularly like, and so she's a point scorer. She's a bucket getter, but this is the most talented team she's ever played with. And I just don't want to see Aaliyah Boston or Nalissa Smith. Kelsey Mitchell, of course, was a scratch, but I don't want to see them, taking a back seat. And I'm not saying that they are, but as we go forward, I don't want to see them, taking back seats here, because we just seen Caitlin Clark be the main central provider for Iowa. And as amazing and as dazzling as it was, you can't win it all by yourself. So I hope this comes as a pleasant surprise to you guys that I covered the Fever game. I did enjoy watching it. It felt surreal. It felt weird to see Caitlin officially out there for the Fever. But she was in her groove early, and they were out in transition. And I thought they played a really good game. It's just that execution is something that we need to kind of work on, kind of shore up. So we'll see what happens going forward. We hopefully can do more Fever content. I hope so. But you guys know what it is. Go Aces. 2-time back-to-back champs. Y'all know what it is. RC is out.